Hello, everyone, and welcome to Candle of Wisdom. Today, I want to share with you some heartfelt thoughts from a retired professor at Harvard University, intended for anyone who is in their senior years. These words have moved many older folks to tears, and I believe that after hearing them, you will feel touched and reflect on many things with a wide range of emotions. By the time we reach our 60s, if we still make certain mistakes, life in old age may become quite miserable. Let me offer some pieces of advice that I believe can help you live wisely, with understanding and with dignity. Anyone hoping for a healthy, long life should take a moment to listen. If possible, please subscribe to my channel so that if you ever forget these points one day, you can come back and listen to them again. First, never let your children know the exact amount of your savings. This is no small matter. Studies suggest that nearly 70% of family conflicts involve dividing assets. Not long ago, a heartbreaking incident occurred in which siblings turned against each other over inherited property. There is an old saying, "Money is money, kin is kin." The more children a family has, the greater the possibility of money-related disputes, sometimes even leading to lawsuits and broken relationships. The money we have worked hard our whole lives to earn should not become a source of stress and conflict for our children, right? Second, do not quarrel with your spouse once you pass 60. Your children are busy with their own families and jobs, so your life partner remains your most important companion. There is a proverb, "When we're young, we share love. When we're old, we share loyalty." The older we grow, the more our spouse becomes the dearest person who shares our life and supports us emotionally. No one wants to live alone in old age, so treasure your partner. Treat each other as the precious gift you truly are, and care for each other wholeheartedly. Third, do not spend your own money to raise your grandchildren. It might seem harsh, but research shows that more than 60% of older people feel physically and mentally exhausted when looking after grandchildren. Not only is it tiring, it can lead to being taken for granted. The younger generations think differently from us. Sometimes we pour in our efforts and money, yet the children do not necessarily feel grateful. It can even spark friction within the family. It might be better to devote that time and energy to yourself and enjoy your golden years. Fourth, if you happen to be living alone, do not rush into remarriage. This may sound difficult, but for the sake of your happiness in later life, it needs to be said plainly. A new marriage at this stage is unlikely to be stable. You both have built separate lives, and combining them can cause clashes in lifestyle and finances. Rather than stepping into that potential conflict, why not enjoy the freedom? Do the things you love, and live without additional constraints? Fifth, hold on to your house. Never hastily sell it just because your children speak sweetly or promise things. A house is more than just four walls. It holds countless memories and is the safest place to return to. No matter how harsh the world outside may be, your own home is a source of refuge and comfort. Don't give it up so easily. Sixth, no matter how close you are to your children, remember the so-called crow-pushing principle, which underlines the importance of independence and self-protection. Like how adult birds eventually learn to fly on their own, we too cannot rely on our children for everything. We need to be independent in our senior years. By not becoming a burden on them, we are also showing them a form of love. Seventh, do not stay at your child's home for more than 3 days. Although it may feel cold to say so, respecting boundaries preserves affection for the long haul. Overstaying, even if they never say so, can make your children and their spouses uncomfortable. It is better to keep some distance. As with a cup of tea, Enjoyment comes from just the right warmth. If it's too hot, it's difficult to drink. Eighth, when your children marry, avoid demanding too much. The more we expect, the more we risk disappointment. Most parents hope that children will take care of them in old age, but modern life is hectic, and your children have their own responsibilities. It is healthier to let go and give them freedom. It's like flying a kite. You need to loosen the thread a bit for the kite to soar high. Ninth, do not let unresolved worries keep you awake at night. Sometimes, the more we think, the more tangled our minds become. Let it go until tomorrow. By then, it may be clearer. Preserve a relaxed mind. Remember that worrying excessively about what cannot be changed only erodes your emotional well-being, which is just as important as your physical health. 10th, do not fret over what's unnecessary. There is a saying, children have their own fortunes. Once children become adults, they have their own lives and choices, and we cannot live their lives for them. Check in regularly with warmth, but do not intrude too deeply. Worry less, and longevity comes more naturally. 11th, do not work yourself to exhaustion. If you feel tired, do not push through. The body is not a machine, it needs rest. If you are unwell, do not just take medicine in silence and keep going. Once your health deteriorates, you will find the hospital the most expensive place of all. Know your limits. Staying healthy should be your main priority. 12th, don't be so thrifty that you miss out on life's joys. Most people over 60 have known hardship and saved their whole lives. But life is fleeting, and when the time arrives, it's time to spend. If you want to enjoy a good meal, do it. If you want to travel, go for it. Don't put it off. It's like the candies you've stored away all your life. Now is the time to unwrap and savor them. 13th, health is your greatest asset. Health is the foundation of everything. Only when we are healthy can we enjoy life and avoid being a burden to our children. Take care of yourself as if nurturing the roots of a tree. Strong roots support a lush canopy. Live happily, stay healthy, and give meaning to your golden years. Ultimately, 3 important things are proper nutrition, sufficient rest, and a cheerful spirit. Sleep is especially important, so avoid staying up late and create a comfortable environment for rest. Remember that a person's health is not just for themselves. It's also the happiness of the entire family. No matter how wealthy or accomplished you once were, without health, it's all meaningless. Maintain a healthy lifestyle, do moderate exercise, get regular checkups, and keep a positive mindset. This is the best gift you can give your loved ones. We must understand that we are no longer young, and there are actions we can no longer afford to do poorly. We must avoid naive mistakes and major oversights. Even if we still feel mentally alert, certain things must be approached with caution. It's best not to interfere in 3 types of matters at this age. First, don't step in when it comes to your children's purchase of a house or car. If they ask for your advice, that's fine. Share your opinion, but never make decisions for them. Second, don't involve yourself in disputes and politics among your extended relatives. Often, these revolve around interests and money, and there is no guarantee you know the entire situation. You might invite unnecessary trouble upon yourself. Third, don't get tangled in your friends' marital or romantic issues. Relationships are inherently complicated. Even if they ask for your help, most couples will ultimately sort out their matters on their own. You should be a listening ear, not a decision-maker on their behalf. There are also 3 types of money you should not lend once you are older. First, don't lend money unless it's for urgent situations like serious illness or a natural disaster. Otherwise, You are risking your hard-earned savings, which are finite at this stage of life. Giving a loan is easy, but retrieving it is hard, and it may permanently fracture a relationship. You worked a lifetime for that money. It's meant to help you stay comfortable and self-sufficient. Second, do not lend money for financial investments that promise high returns. When you no longer have a steady income, losing any amount of savings can be devastating. If they lose, you lose. If they win, your share might not be much anyway. It's simply not worth the risk. Third, never lend money for gambling. You will almost certainly not get it back. The best solution is to refuse straight away. Money is directly linked to your comfort in old age, so think carefully before lending. Not everyone will be truly grateful or have the means to repay. Not everyone will value your friendship as you do. It's wise to shield yourself from potential harm. Equally important, avoid 3 foolish actions. 1. Don't neglect your health. You may not realize it fully until you lose it, so do not harm your body through overeating, smoking, or excessive drinking. 2. Don't make errors in your relationships that cause others to resent you. You don't have the energy to handle those repercussions anymore. Live peacefully. Avoid interfering too much in younger generations' affairs, and remember what it was like when you were their age and wanted your own freedom. 3. Don't offer help indirectly by relying on a middleman. Using your network to help others in complicated ways can place your reputation and resources at risk, and if things go wrong, the blame will fall on you. As you move into old age, you'll want to safeguard your well-being, your relationships, and your peace of mind. Avoid carrying the weight of unnecessary resentments or burdens. In this life stage, there are 3 things you should not wish for. Do not wish for immense wealth, only for the comfort of enough food and warm clothing without worrying about shortfalls. Do not wish for others to rescue you in every difficulty, only for the ability to rely on yourself. Do not wish for gratitude or repayment from everyone you've helped, only for a clear conscience. Additionally, there are 3 things you should not say. Do not lie. Do not use harsh words to threaten others, and do not speak words that deeply wound people's hearts. Our words can harm someone greatly, and we do not need such troubles or conflicts. Furthermore, there are 3 things you shouldn't do. Don't hold on to anger and become a bag of grudges, because anger only damages your own health. Don't try to appear unnaturally young or chase things beyond your reach. Just be true to your age and remain healthy. And don't be an unending piggy bank. Don't keep saving to the point of depriving yourself of basic comforts. Money is meant to serve life. Use it wisely and enjoy the fruits of your labor. Finally, never give up on 3 important things. Don't give up on wanting to look good. Present yourself neatly and cleanly so you can feel confident. Don't give up on kindness. Stay compassionate and benevolent. Don't give up on joy. Keep your mind young and your heart light. There are also 3 things not to fear. Do not fear growing old, because it is nature's way. Do not fear being alone, because solitude can bring peace. And do not fear the future, because whatever will come, will come. What matters is living your best in the present. Age is not measured by numbers, but by how young your spirit remains. Some people in their 80s or 90s still brim with youthful energy and happiness. Let go of your worries and live the remaining days in the most fulfilling way possible. There are also 3 questions not worth asking. Do not ask about someone's old titles or positions. They are no longer significant. Do not ask about people's finances. Money does not determine a person's true worth. And do not ask about someone's age. What truly matters is whether they are happy. In the end, old age is not something to fear. The real fear is not knowing how to enjoy it. Live in good health and joy, and free yourself from needless entanglements. Thank you so much for listening. If you found this sharing helpful, please consider subscribing or sharing it so that more people can benefit from these thoughts. I look forward to seeing all of you in future programs.